If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. I'm asked a lot about what kind of work can they do when they come live this lifestyle. As you may know, I have a little business that I do. I do some programming. Now, I have an advantage to this that I don't know if a lot of people would have. I spent 10 years in a business building databases for organizations to track different data. When I came out here, I was able to contact a few of these companies and ask them if they wanted me to help maintain them and work on them and fix them up or make modifications, those kind of things. And what I did was I said, okay, I will just charge you a monthly fee. So if you require me to work 100 hours this month, it'll cost you the same as if I worked 0 hours. So I'm kind of like an on-call lawyer that a lot of organizations have. And it works out really well for me, it works out well for them. They don't have to ever worry about clocking hours or figuring anything out. If an employee wants to call me, they can call me. Just anybody can call me from the organization. Then, of course, I do these YouTube videos, and I do make a little bit of revenue on this. Not a lot, but it gets me by. I had this game plan of what I wanted to do, what my talents were, and how I could make this work into my lifestyle. But I think asking the question, what can I do to live this lifestyle, I think you're thinking in the wrong direction. Before you start thinking about what you can do to live this lifestyle, there's a whole bunch of questions you have to ask first before you decide you're going to live the lifestyle. What lifestyle do you want to live? Are you living in a van? Are you living in an RV? Are you living from free campsite to free campsite? Are you living from paid campsite to paid campsite? Are you traveling a lot, or are you going to stay in your home state? All these questions have to be asked before you decide that you're going to live in a van. You have to decide how much money that you're going to need each month to live in your van based on the lifestyle that you just chose to live in. For Carolyn and I, we budget $800 a month, but that's not the end of our money. That's not all the money that we have to have each month. That's what we need to survive, to eat, to travel, and to enjoy life. But there's other things that we have to consider. How much money we're going to put back into the emergency fund each month? How much money are we going to put back into savings each month so when we have to replace our vehicle, we can replace it? Of course, the next question is going to be, well, how do I figure all this out? How do I know? I don't know how much money I need. That's what you're here to tell me, Rob. Tell me, you're the one doing it. But I didn't know either. I had to figure it out. So you go and you do test runs. And you figure out what it's going to cost you to do what you think your lifestyle is going to be like when you actually come out here. And so you deal with a wintertime scenario. How much propane are you going to use? How much electric are you going to use? Are you going to go to paid campsites so you can have electric plug-in? Or are you going to go to free campsites and run off the generator? Are you going to travel a lot? See, when we did our test run, we realized traveling was going to cost a fortune. So it was a good thing that we did our test run, because the bulk of our expense on our fourth test run was just driving. How much are you willing to spend on sightseeing? Carolyn and I don't spend any money on sightseeing. We quickly learned that we couldn't just go and see all the tourist attractions. It was costing us too much. And we learned that within the first couple of months. So then we realized, okay, that's not what the lifestyle is going to be like. The lifestyle is going to be more enjoying the natural settings of things, enjoying the drives. We take the back roads so we can see the nice countrysides versus the highways. I'm a big highway driver. I love driving on the highways. I feel safer on this highway for some reason. But as a result of not being able to spend a lot of money going and sightseeing, because that would extend our budget too much, we take the back roads so we can see the beautiful sights while we're traveling. Once you have all this figured out, then you can start thinking about, what can I do to actually earn money? So now that you actually know how much money you need, now you can start looking at employment opportunities. With me, can my business support that? And so what I did was, before I did anything, I went around, called the clients that I thought that would hire me, and they said, oh yeah, we could do that, we could do that. No, we can't do that. Yeah, we can do that. And when I realized, okay, I can make enough money to actually do the lifestyle that I've already planned out, that's what I decided to do for employment. It was a talent that I had that I could actually tap into and make enough money to support the lifestyle. The thing is that my lifestyle has been restricted because of an element that I didn't really think about at the time, which was the lack of internet. So even after all the planning that we did, I still had issues doing my job because I didn't have the right kind of internet, and it took me almost a year to figure out how to make internet work for us better so that I could actually start making a good living without always having to worry about being at the right locations. Now that I've figured out my talents, so now you need to figure out your talents. What kind of talents do you have? Can you do online work? Can you do artwork? I met someone, and I thought this one was kind of intriguing. Someone said, I do paintings of the landscapes around. Then he would go out onto the boardwalk, I guess he's in California, and he would sell his paintings. So, you know, if you have a talent for art, that might be an option. My ex-wife, she was a photographer, and for some reason, people loved to buy pictures from her. Just pictures, you know, pictures that you could hang on your wall. So she would take photos of scenic landscapes and sell them on eBay or Craigslist. So that, you know, that might be an option, and everything was done online, so you didn't have to travel to do anything. Then there's the whole work camping. Everybody's always asking me about work camping. Look, I think work camping is a good option for a lot of people, but there again, see, you have to understand what you want your lifestyle to be. Work camping is great. My dad did work camping until he became a manager of an RV park. He work camped for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And in the wintertime, he would go south, and in the summertime, he would go into the Black Hills, South Dakota. But that doesn't really lead to a lot of opportunities to be able to travel all the time. You know, finding a new job all the time was quite stressful for him. He seemed like he was always, you know, sending out his resumes. He was always trying to find new employment. The longer he got into it and the more contacts he had, it got easier for him. But in the beginning, it seemed like that was a very big stress for him, trying to find his next job. You know, he would work in one area, but I know that he used to come to my house. He would park in my yard for a few weeks because he was in between jobs. So you also have to be making enough money to be able to have periods of no employment. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.